Okay, so what's next on Stevie U? What? What's this? The supernatural forces of Halloween have descended upon us, and it looks like they want us to review something else. I wonder what it is.
Oh no.
This cannot be what I think it is.
My childhood is coming back to haunt me! Literally!
Okay, so it looks like the powers that be want us to review Monster High. And I guess if that's what they want, then so be it, but, well, you guys do realize that we aren't a toy review channel, right? Oh.
I used to watch these all of the time. And I made so many Monster High accounts online because I kept forgetting the passwords and usernames every time I made one. I probably have at least 5 accounts on there because I could never remember what they were. I would play the games, I would buy the dolls, and I still had them. And I would constantly check back at the website just because I was bored and I wanted to.
And I guess somehow the spirits of Monster High figured out that you were the person who kept making all those accounts and decided they wanted revenge or something.
Anyway, enough talk. Let's just get to the shorts we have to do.
And hey, maybe they'll actually be decent. After all, if My Little Pony taught me anything, it's that even if something looks like it's a marketing tool just to sell toys to girls, it can still be good, so maybe this won't be so bad after all.
Maybe.
I mean, just listen to their theme song. Our staff members at Mattel cared so much about this that they put in so many awesomely detailed lyrics, like...
So much effort.
Okay, let's get to the shorts. Each one of these are only about 2 to 3 minutes long, so we picked 8 of them at random to focus on in this video. And we're starting with the very first short they released, called Jaundice Brothers.
We picked this purely because of the name. Enjoy.
So the girls hear that the Jaundice Brothers are holding a contest in which the winners get them to play at their high school's homecoming. Frankie Stein decides that the group should send in a video, and the hijinks begin.
They create a really sappy video, put it online, in hopes that they will win.
This little video attempts to introduce our cast of characters, but again, the short is only 2 minutes long, and this is just 30 seconds of it. What we get amounts to this. Frankie is a new student who's only 15 days old. Claudine is a werewolf who's proud of her looks. Draculaura is sweet but kind of violent, maybe? Ghoulia can only go, Laguna is a surfer with an accent. And, I'm going to hate Cleo and Deuce, aren't I?
Probably. So anyway, on the day of the dance, Frankie accidentally breaks their radio, and they won't have any way to know if they won or not. Oh no! What are they going to do?
Oh, Monster High!
Oh, they're right there. Huh. I was anticlimactic. Great storytelling!
I feel like I might be nitpicking here, but why do these contest people only announce who won the contest on the very day of the homecoming? Wouldn't the Jaundice Brothers need some time to plan and travel and whatever? I get that this is a really short animation, but they could have just as easily announced the winners, put up a quick however many days later sign, and then showed them dancing.
Plot hole. Anyway, that's the entire short, so let's move on to the next one.
So Frankie runs into the Invisible Man and falls.
Kids are always skittering on those eye coffins and not watching out.
Ugh, he's that kind of guy. I hate it when adults are like, oh, you're always on your phone, I'm looking where you're going, oh, you're always on your phone and not socializing. I am! It's called social media for a reason, and I am constantly texting people. You don't know my life, and it's not like my phone is a laptop. I can see around it. Plus, you are invisible. She wouldn't have been able to see you if she tried. Okay. Mini right over.
Frankie's screws come loose, but the Invisible Man hands them back to her. She puts them on the wrong way, and the entire rest of the short is people getting electrocuted without her knowing. It's not quite as funny as it sounds.
Yeah, it's an okay short, but good enough to talk about, so yeah. Frankie doesn't know her own biology! Yay!
Would you look at that? Our next short is actually a Halloween episode, called Freak Out Friday.
Confluence that only happens every 1,000 years. It's both Friday the 13th and also the 31st of October.
What? Did they really just say that? I have no words. This is...
That's not possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, a little too weird for comfort. Why are you pointing out what a bad premise this is and then continuing with it? No cartoon logic in the world lets you put the 13th and the 31st on the same day.
Today is the...
Okay, plot hole. Isn't opening an umbrella indoors bad luck? Are you, like, contradicting the entire purpose here right now? Idiot.
A perfect storm of bad luck. At least until 3 o'clock.
How? It's 24 hours! 24 hours in a day! It doesn't just stop at 3 o'clock. The laws of time don't abide by your rules of when the school day ends. No! I'm so done. I can't even anymore, man.
Ghoulia walks across the school wearing a bad luck-proof amulet and gets the bad luck to stop by spinning the clock hands to make it 3 o'clock.
Another plot hole! Just because you move the clock doesn't mean that time speeds up. No, it just means you move the hand on the clock. Good for you. Here's an award. Okay, like today in my science class, the clock was broken. It kept going around and around, and every minute was an hour. Okay, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but no, it was 10 o'clock. It was 11 o'clock. It was 12 o'clock. It was 1 o'clock. Blah, 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 blah. You get it. That's not how time works. That's not how the doctor would want you to think. Okay, you need to understand this. I can't even deal with this show anymore.
Alright, since I don't think we need to point out the obvious with why this plot doesn't work anymore, I'd like to step back a minute and focus on the art style. It's wonky. The backgrounds look odd. The characters look odd. It's all very odd looking, and I'm not sure I'm a fan. Anyway, next short.
Hey ladies!
Oh, hi Flash Sentry.
Don't you know girls are too delicate for track?
Oh, he's going down. He's so dead. He's so dead they won't be able to find any part of his body to put underneath his tombstone.
Now watch, he'll come back to Monster High in Season 7 as a ghost.
Claudine challenges Heath to a race on the full moon, and obviously she wins. He is utterly wrecked, and everything is good and just in the world.
This is just one of those stock plots where a bully says something mean, usually to a girl, and then gets the tar kicked out of him because karma does that. This short doesn't add anything to it. It's funny, when Equestria girls had to make web shorts, they were able to fit humor and cleverness into the span of 3 minutes. While those shorts weren't perfect by any means, at least they tried. These just don't seem to have that same appeal.
So the ghouls are trying to win a contest on FrightTube. We picked this one solely because FrightTube. Yeah. So, anyway, their video is a complete and utter failure, and they try a whole bunch of wacky things to get people to watch their video. Ghoulia ends up saving the day because nobody listens to Ghoulia, even though she knew the answer from the beginning, but that's it.
Nothing is working, Cleo. What are we gonna do?
Well, if you want our advice, just tie the theme of your video to a popular show and then go from there. Or, alternatively, you could get a YouTuber with an audience to promote you.
You're welcome.
But then, at the very last second, FrightTube crashes right before the video reaches 1 million views. And to solve this, they...
Wow. Wonderful. But hey, we can just go right to the next one anyway, so that doesn't matter.
I'm not really invested enough in this story to see it to the end. Let's just pick a different short. So, in this next one, the monsters try to teach us about recycling.
Amazing!
So this character is trying to get people to recycle.
When she can't, she gets sad, and some of the main-ish characters decide to help her out and throw a recycling fashion show! Because there's no other way to get students hyped other than with a totally cliche girly fashion show.
Monster High, all recycled, completely renewable fashion show.
Completely renewable fashion show!
This short actually brings up an interesting point. Why are we trying to teach morals with these 2-minute shorts? With both this one and Fur Will Fly, it seems like there's a lesson to be taught to the audience. But with only 2 minutes, the conflict gets solved so fast you'd barely even notice. Then again, these shorts aren't the best at just entertaining either. Like with this next short, Party Undead.
We start off with Heath playing a stupid game where he's the hero and there's like 12 different damsels in distress. But is snapped out of his fantasy when the girls request his help in setting up a Friday the 13th party. Now hold on a second. Didn't we just establish that Friday the 13th was terrible? It was like a terrible day. Why are we throwing a party? Because it ends at 3 o'clock? I refuse to accept this.
Heath tries stenciling a 13 on some rock mold, but uncovers a wheel that just happens to look like the one in his game. And it says that on Friday the 13th in 2013, the villains will return to take over. This leads him to conclude that
We have to cancel the dance.
How about instead of us canceling it, you just don't come?
seriously, dude? You actually think that video game villains are coming to the real world? In all likelihood, some nerd just built that as a fan sculpture. It's not like that kind of thing doesn't happen.
I mean, look at the Bill Cipher statue, and that's not even fan-made.
This is just like the time you ran through the creepateria screaming about a meteor.
Everybody, duck and cover!
Normally when you cut to a weird event from the past, the 5-second flashback is supposed to be, well, funny. This isn't, at all. It's just Heath running around the cafeteria with no punchline. Why did you even cut back?
Anyway, his weird video game creatures actually do come from the portal. But guess what? Guess what? They just want a party! And it was at this moment that I left the room when we first watched this. I was so done, and I still am! Because that is so stupid.
It's especially weird because they specifically wrote on their little inscription thing that they were coming to take over. Last time I checked, take over wasn't some obscure slang term for party all night long. These villains literally lied to us, and everyone who ever played their video game.
We came to take over the dance floor.
It's terrible. It's all terrible.
Okay, only one more short to go. And this one actually has an interesting sounding summary. When Cleo accidentally releases the boogeyman's shadow nightmares from a mysterious box at Twyla's house, the ghouls must figure out how to get these chilling escapees to go back in.
When I read the synopsis for this, I thought it was gonna be awesome. Alright, letting nightmares out of a box? How cool is that?
This short has the group visiting the very creepy house of the boogeyman's daughter, who seems surprisingly nice.
I really like the music here. The old-timey piano is just so great. Something about the tune is so haunting. I love it.
The daughter specifically tells the group not to open this yellow box, and Cleo decides to open it anyway like an idiot. How predictable. And it lets out the shadow nightmares.
Apparently, there's instructions on the side for how to get them back in. How convenient. It says that you need to use the magic word. I swear, if it is what I think it is, I'm going to hurl myself out of the window. I live in a one-story house, and the window's right there behind me, but I don't care. I'll go right into the bushes head first.
Wait, you don't mean please, do you? Oh no, they wouldn't, would they?
Oh no,
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 oh,
no,
no,
no, no,
oh,
no,
no, no, no, no, no,
Please?
I can't believe it! They actually did it!
They actually reached a cosmic level of lame. Even the little Einsteins are cooler than this right now. They got a sick remix, okay? Well, I mean, it's debatable whether it's actually sick or not, but they still got a remix. This is the worst.
Was say please really a necessary moral for kids ages 7 and up? Most kids learn to say please and thank you at age 4. Plus, wouldn't these evil, unruly monsters not care at all about manners? You know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's end this.
I would give these shorts overall a 3 out of 5. Maybe a 2 or something, somewhere in that range. I mean, they're nice, but please? But recyclable fashion show? But no one listens to the obvious voice of reason. Oh yeah! But plot holes? I have so many reasons why. 13, at least.
Okay, these shorts aren't terrible, but they don't feel like they have any substance. There aren't many good jokes, the characters aren't memorable, and their attempts at morals are uninteresting at best. The plots only take 3 minutes to develop, and they still have plot holes somehow. It feels like there just wasn't much thought put into these. And I'm not expecting these shorts to be Shakespeare or anything. A single cute gag, a quick funny line, or a somewhat interesting plot is all I'm asking for, and these shorts don't even deliver that. I'll give these a 2.3 out of 5. They aren't awful, you can sit through them without much struggle, but oh boy, could these be a lot better than they are. Who thought a school full of monsters would also be full of this much wasted potential?
So thank you one and all for watching, and we hope that you have a spoopy Halloween.